Alright guys, the first Champions League preview of the 2019-2020 season. And again, unfortunately, it's Celtic representing Scotland alone. It'd be great if we had two slots in the Champions League, but we're pretty shite, so it's probably going to be at least another 4 or 5 years before we can even think about getting that. But you never know. Rangers are looking good. Steve Clarke turned Kilmarnock into Barcelona. And Aberdeen are still shagging sheep somewhere, but they're still a decent team, so who knows, if we perform well in the next couple of years, maybe Celtic and some other team can represent Scotland, or maybe, just maybe, Gerrard can stop the 10 in a row and Rangers can represent Scotland. But anyway, it's not about who's going to win 10 in a row, or who's going to get relegated, or who's going to struggle to score a goal in 10 games. None of that shite is relevant, because what's relevant is Celtic are playing FK Sarajevo from Bosnia, almost said Serbia there, fuck, almost botched, right, from Bosnia. Now, they're a big step up on the team that Celtic faced here last year. Was it Alice Kert or something? I don't know, last year Celtic came up against some rubbish team, they absolutely smashed them, you'd expect that, but this Sarajevo, they're different, they've actually got a bit of pedigree, they're the Bosnian champions, which you'd expect since they are in the Champions League, but they've actually got a decent record. If you look at some of the results that they've pulled off over the past few years, a couple of years ago they only lost 3-2 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Last year in the Europa League they got a 2-2 draw against Atlanta, albeit they got hammered in the return leg 8-0, but a 2-2 draw against Atlanta is fucking solid. Atlanta, I remember correctly, I think they finished, was it 4th or 5th in Serie A? So, Atlanta are a very good team, there's no doubt about that, and this Sarajevo managed to get a draw, so if you can get a draw against Atlanta, man, you can smash Celtic, no bother, especially how poor Celtic's away form is in Europe. So, I don't think this is an easy win for Celtic at all. They're also going to be without a few players. Kieran Tierney is still injured, he's not recovered yet, and Olivier NTCHAM'S is out, not because of his comments, but because he is still recovering from the Under-21 European Championship with France. But let's speak a little bit about his comments. He says he wants to leave Celtic. I don't think Neil Lennon's too happy, he doesn't think the timing's great, but if he wants to leave, I mean, he wants to leave, is it not better him being honest? Or maybe he should have, I don't know, said it in private to Neil Lennon, but what's the point of keeping a player if he doesn't want to be there? So it'll be interesting to see whether he leaves or not, and what kind of money will Celtic be wanting for the Frenchman. I don't know, I think you could argue maybe around 10 million, whether he's rated that much or not, or maybe Celtic want more. You know, he is very young, I think he's signed, he's still got 3 years left in his contract, so quite a lot of money in it there for Celtic if they do get rid of Olivier NTCHAM'S. And Kieran Tierney, he's recovering from injury, but will he ever play again for Celtic? You never know. I mean, Arsenal, even though they can only afford to pay about a fiver, Arsenal are interested in Kieran Tierney, and they surely can't be the only English Premiership team that are interested in Kieran Tierney's services. But anyway guys, that is it. That is it for the news, that is it for the previous results, and now it's time to get the predictions. Now, I could be massively wrong here. I mean, Celtic could go out and steamroll this team, but I'm going to predict 1-1. I hope I'm wrong, hope Celtic get the win. It's better for the coefficient, it's better for Scottish football, but I think Sarajevo will get a draw here. I think Celtic will win comfortably at Celtic Park, and they will go through over both legs. But I think, I actually think Sarajevo will get a draw tonight, 1-1. So let me know what your prediction is for tonight, and let me know how far you think Celtic will go in these qualifiers. First round, second round, third round, playoff round, or do you think Celtic will get to the group stage, maybe even further for the first time in about, what, 11 years?